qualifying?
Looks like open qualifying has accidentally been selected, so we will have group qualifying here. 5 minutes to set your quickest time. At least we'll have something to watch the entire time.
Oh, my bad.
Curveball has been thrown, and we have group quali.
Sorry, we forgive you. All we need to do is set a really good lap and then take out all the drivers who can still set a good lap.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. That'll make people angry that you won't race well. Well, I don't even know who to keep track of here in group qualifying. A little bit of everybody on track. Cody Cleaver, even Ethan Evers, Lucas Weitzman, Zach Schweissgood, Dave Weitzman, Lilith Peters, Quinn Newton, Mike Edwards is sitting on pit road, Peter Dario. Brings me so much joy to be able to pronounce French names. Laps starting to populate the board. Schweissgood goes to the top in the 24. Cody Cleaver jumps up to the top. Mohawk Branding Chevrolet. Peter Dario. One of the quickest in practice. He jumps up to the top. Lilith Peters goes second quick. Lucas Hoisman is third. Uh-oh. We're wrecking. See if they can get out of the way quick enough before anybody else piles in there. That was our pole sitter crashing. Their second place hitting the wall. It's not a good sign. Hoisman's last lap was a second off his best already. Blake Giglio jumps up into the third spot with the wrong numbered car. .48 is the 16. Fired Blake. And then Bikey goes fifth quick in the 27. Yeah, Mike Edwards sixth. Cody Cleaver's in seventh now. Justin Horton jumps up to eighth. Max Schweissgood in ninth, and Ethan Evers top 10 right now. In Montrose out on track, the Bass Pro Shops Goodwrench number 1. Mike Christopher on his 4th lap finally sets a lap that counts, goes up to the 6th spot. $18 cars have gotten a lap to count. Jeremy Sherry, the most recent of those. 23 cars here tonight. Current pole sitters in pit road. Lucas Hoisman jumps up to the top of the boards.
No, you, Lucas!
Much to the chagrin of the rest of the field. Hoisman goes 27.33.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Final minute. See if anyone can do anything with Lucas's lap up there.
I'm gonna protest you for threatening to protest me.
How dare you not protest me? Edwards runs a 47. That'll move him up to 4th. Dario smacks the wall. That won't count. Blake Giglio jumps up to the top with a 28. 27.283 for Giglio. I'll put him on the pole with 8 seconds to go. Of course, everyone on a lap will still get their lap in. See if anyone can reclaim the top spot. .28.21 for Dario. Not going to move him up. Dario Let's see. Montrose jumps up into the top 10. And then it gets booted right out by Justin Horton coming across the line. Oh my gosh, Daniel Wallen punting the 39 there. I believe that's going to do it. Blake Giglio looks to be your pole sitter here. And that will do it. Blake Giglio winning the pole for tonight's race. 4 cars not getting a qual in. Those 4 cars, JRDL, Jake Lawrence, Kelly Hyatt, Scott Elston. Let's go talk to Mr. Giglio. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
Alright, thanks
Hey,
for coming
how's it
out.
going?
We got 120
It's going
laps.
great. How are you?
Pretty tired. Just got home from baseball.
Ah, well, is that why your numbers don't match?
Yeah, I was kind of in a hurry. That was my bad, but we got the Ally 48 tonight, and we're gonna try to do something the Ally 48 can't do very much.
All right, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, big Bowman fan. Don't get me wrong, but we gotta get a Phoenix win in the 48. It really makes sense.
My guy called him a hack, so you know.
It happens.
I call you that too, so you know. It's fair.
I like it. We should call him that just right.
Alright, bud. Congrats on the pole. We'll see if we get to talk to you later in the race.
Yep, thank you.
Giglio starts on pole in the 48, which is going to be the 16 on your scoreboard. Lucas Hoitzman in the 97 starts alongside his teammate there. Peter Theriot starts in the 3rd spot in the 30 car, and then Lilith Peters will be alongside in the 01 once they grid up. Quinn Newton in the 88 starts in the 5th position alongside Brandon Bikey in the 27. Mike Evers, the 14 car, starts in 7th alongside Zach Swicegood in the 24. Mike Chris will start 9th in the number 70 CTC Racing Network Mustang alongside Justin Horton in the Budweiser Ford. Ian Montrose Bass Pro Goodwrench Chevy starts in the 11th spot alongside the Mohawk Branding Camaro for Cody Cleaver. Ethan Evers KVRP.com Toyota starts in the 13th spot alongside Jeremy Scherer in the Circle Camaro. Paul Gallimore Team Watching Racing Setups Camaro starts in the 15th spot alongside Mark Dignan in the Teamwork Camaro. Daniel Llewellyn Labor 12 Chevy starts in the 17th spot. Dave Hoisman Labor 12 Ford starts in 18th. Dalton Hayes the Do SA Chevy starts in 19th. Don't see JR Deal on track at the moment. Jake Lawrence will start 21st in the Magic School Bus Camaro. Kelly Hyatt's Craftsman Ford Mustang starts 22nd. Scott Elson, the Happy St. Patrick's Day, tracks this car. I promise it's not a DraftKings paint scheme. He starts in 23rd. Looks like everyone but the 9 team has made it on track, so 22 cars will be starting here tonight. Pace car is already off, but the drivers have a gentleman's agreement to wait for the green flag on the first start of the race. Hopefully all subsequent starts they will be smart enough to wait. Green flag's out in the air. Here we go.
Hey, I do have a quick question because I don't want to mess this up. Are we allowed to change lanes for the restart, like go down to the dog leg for the restart? I mean, like before we get to the start finish line?
No answer. Giglio leads. Hoitzma. Theriot, Peters. Peters under attack from Brandon Bikey. Up front, Hoitzma's looking inside Giglio for the lead. Hoitzma's going to jump down into the dog leg. Should use that advantage to get up in front of his teammate. Hoitzma to the front. Giglio now 2nd. Theriot in 3rd. Peters 4th. Bikey in 5th. Then Mike Edwards, Quinn Newton side by side. That battle for 6th. Edwards on the top side. Newton down low. Edwards drives it in deeper. He'll be able to clear Newton. Hang on to 6th. Now Newton has his teammate Mike Christopher trying to take away the 7th spot. Ian Montrose in the mix. He gets up the track a bit. Further back we see the 17 and 15 battling. It's Gallimore and Scherer. Scherer up the track. Gallimore down low. Paul Gallimore's going to take that spot away. Edwards staying up on the banking while the rest of the drivers around him all took the shortcut. Kind of strange to see. Hoytsman leads Giglio. Giglio not letting him get away. There you go, right there with him. And you have Peters and Mikey, your top 5. There you go, trying to get to the inside of Giglio. Nothing doing there. Very difficult to pass in Phoenix. Saw that in the Real Cup race this past weekend. And Newton all over the back of Mike Edwards here. Newton out of shape in the 88, hangs on to it. That's going to allow Mike Chris to get a run on him, see if he tries to take it. He'll just fall in line. Kelly Hyatt to pit road in the 33. May have had a crash for this car. Let's see if we can go back and find it. It's like came off of turn number 2 and smacked the wall on the inside. Broke the steering, went up into the outside wall, and that put the 33 to pit road. Seems Dalton Hayes had an issue in the 47 team earlier in the race. Let's see if we can find what happened to the 47 team. See, he was on pit road there. Yeah, the right side of that car was pretty caked in. Let's see when he did it, but he's already got the damage there. Right there. See, he's racing with Jake Lawrence. This is near the start of the race. Field was all formed up. Dalton just gets to the corner and it doesn't turn. Goes straight up to the wall. He had to come down, take the fast repair. He's back out on track, but 1 lap down. Hyatt is already 3 laps down. Still the same story up front. Hoytsman, Giglio, Therio, Peters, and Bikey, your top 5. Edwards, Newton, Mike Christopher, all right there. Bikey takes that high entry into 1 and 2, drives it off straighter on the exit of 2, and it helps him get away from Edwards, but the process to get there, it looks like Edwards is trying to drive the nose underneath. Cars take the dog leg. See how high he gets on the entry there and then drives it down on exit and gets a straighter drive off. It's a very interesting line from Mikey. I like it. Oh, Newton into the wall behind him. It's going to give Mike Chris a run. See if he's able to take over the 7th spot as Newton up the track big time. Mike Chris will take over the 7th spot. Quinn Newton falls to 8th. Hopefully the car is not too banged up from that wall contact. Gallimore and Swice, good battle. This is for 11th position. Gallimore gets by briefly. Now Swice good trying the crossover back to the inside. Uh-oh, that sounds like Quinn Newton, 88. Quinn Newton has gone around in the 88. Let's see what happens to him. Just gets out of shape coming through the dog leg. Tries to hang on to it. Locks it down not to hit anybody. Keeps the car in one piece, so we get our first caution on lap 13. We shall see how that sets off the strategy here. Hoytsman Giglio coming down. Therio's going to stay out. As is Lilith Peters, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, Jeremy Scherer, Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver, all staying out here. Drivers make their way around to their pit stalls. I'll tell you that the stage is at the end of lap 60. I did not get number on how many sets of tires they get tonight. So if anybody wants to shout that out in race, feel free. Fuel stops for Hoytsma and Giglio. They will come out 8th and 9th.
Can I just go, like, in the restart zone?
The only driver so far to take tires was Mike Christopher in 15th.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
So it'll be fun to see how the 70 car can move up. We'll have the freshest tires in the field. Looks like maybe Newton took a set of tires also. Possibly Scott Elston behind him, but they're 19th and 20th. Looks like Dalton Hayes gets his 1 lap back. Now he's going to come down pit road. Watch Dario circle around behind the pace car. The top 7 cars have stayed out. Will the Peters, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, Jeremy Scher, Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver. All opting not to pit here on lap, well, I guess it was 12 when the yellow came out. Working under caution, lap 16 of 120. Car to keep an eye on for this restart. It's going to be Mike Chris in 15th. This number 70 CTC machine is taking on 4 fresh tires. See how much that matters, as they've only run 13 laps under green so far. Field's going to wait, even though the pace car is off. They're going to wait and try to go at the restart zone, so it's going to be curious, is the best way to put it, when they go. You'll see the blue and white indicating the restart zone on the inside right there. And now Dario gets it going. Lilith Peters under attack from Mike Edwards. Edwards going to jump down the dogleg, take the short way through. Should be side by side as they get to 1. Peters able to really drive it in there. They're 3 wide behind him. That's Blake Giglio, Jeremy Scher, and the 2, Cody Cleaver. Scher gets in front of Giglio. Ethan Evers gives him a bump on the back bumper. Bikey almost gets into Evers. Field really stacking up there. We're 3 wide again. Jeremy Scher up to the top. Ethan Evers through the middle. 39 of Justin Horton in there. That didn't sound good. It's like Paul Gallimore smacked that right front into the wall pretty hard. The right front not turning. He can't get down to pit road. He's going to have to limp it around. That's really going to hurt the chances for Gallimore's good finish today. Have to limp that car around. Sounds like Dave Hoytsma just smacked the wall on the 79. Doesn't seem to be as bad, but definitely rubbed it up against the fence. Jeremy Scher drifting back. Mike Chris with those fresh tires to his inside. Mike Chris will move up to the 11th spot. Blake Giglio stopped for fuel in that 48 car. He's up to the 6th spot. Lucas Hoytsma also came down for fuel. He's up to 5th. So they've each passed 2 cars, as they were the first 2 to come off pit road. They were 8th and 9th. I guess that makes them 3 cars each. Hoytsma trying to run down Montrose. The top 4 cars not been to pit road yet. 20 down, 100 to go. Oh my goodness, Montrose, a lot of shape coming off turn 2, almost got into Hoytsma. Fortunately able to keep off one another. As they roll through 3 and 4 and head to the start-finish line. Up front, Therio and Peters 1 and 2. Mike Edwards rides 3rd. Then you have Hoytsma up to 4th as he gets by Montrose. Now Giglio trying to take over the 5th position. Blake going to get it done. So Ethan Evers tried to fill the gap, but Montrose came down on him. That's going to cost speed to the 26s. Mike Chris is going to try to take advantage as they go 3 wide. Contact between Montrose and Ethan Evers pushed him down into Mike Chris. Fortunately, Mike Chris was up to the challenge there of having a car dropped in his lap.
Oh, good, Ethan.
I think he was saying sorry to Mike Christopher, not Ian Montrose. Now Mike Chris can go to the bottom again for 3 wide. Not quite able to get there. He's trying to use up those tires to advance through the field a bit, but getting hung up behind the 1 and 26 racing each other. Now he peeks to the middle. Montrose gets out of shape in the 1. That should give the position to the 26 of Evers. Evers will take over 6th spot. Now Mike Chris will take over 7th. And now he doesn't have to try to go 3 wide as he can just pass the 1 race car instead of 2. And it should move Mike Chris up to 6th. Out of shape, Cody Cleaver hangs on to it. He went for a wild ride there through the dogleg. Still the same 3 up front. The gap to Hoytsma is about a second from Edwards to Hoytsma. We'll keep an eye on that as Edwards gets right to the back bumper of the 0-1 of Lilith Peters. Caution comes out. Trying to find who it was. Maybe the Magic School Bus and Kelly Hyatt on the backstretch. See what happens to Jake here. Back in starts to come around, coming out of turn number 2, then overcorrects it into the outside wall. Then the 33 trying to avoid, just plows right into Lawrence. It's right on board with the 33 car. They're down on the flat part of the track on the apron. So they see the bottoms open, then they have a race car right in their lap. That's frustrating when you're trying to drive through it. You think the car is going to stay up high, and it starts to drift down low, and you're kind of trapped, don't know where to go because there's a wall. All right, who is staying out? Who is coming down? The top 6 stay out. Blake Giglio, pit road 4 tires here. First set of tires we've seen taken by most of these cars. Lap 27, we're seeing a number of cars take a set of tires. Quinn Newton, fuel only for the 88 team. Tires for Lilith Peters. Tires for Lucas Hoytsma, Blake Giglio, Peter Therio. Struggle for the 30 cars. They were on pit road a total of 51 seconds. About 12 seconds longer than you would expect.
I had a bad pit stop. That's all I want to say.
There you go. Bad pit stop for the 30. It's a legit bus, you say. I've never seen a bus break loose like that. You didn't turn the wheel and it slung you? Oh gosh. So the top 6 have stayed out on this cycle. 2 of those pit last time, which was Mike Chris, who took tires, and Cody Cleaver. No, Brandon Bikey came down and took fuel on lap 12, 13, right in there. So those 2 a little bit better shape than Mike Edwards, Ethan Evers, Ian Montrose, and Cody Cleaver, who have not been to pit road the entire race so far. So now the tire situation, the 0-1 car and the 97 and 16 all on fresh tires. Be the ones to keep an eye on. towards the front. Mike Chris has 13 lap fresher tires than our leader, so the 70 might be able to put up a fight and take the lead here for a bit. Saw him working hard to get through the field. He tried to go 3 wide multiple times on the 2 cars behind him. Plenty of room to do that, just not always the safest thing to do because you can't really see when the cars come back together to head down into turn. Well, I guess it's 1 now. I'm still trying to get used to Phoenix being flip-flopped, and 1 and 2 is now 3 and 4. And vice versa. Well, we got a blinker. Mike Chris blinking in and out as the pace car is going to dive off here in turn 2. And then we'll wait a long time. It's gotta be torture for the drivers. No pace car in front, but you gotta wait. Waiting. Then you get to the restart zone at the exit of turn 3. Right about there. Mike Edwards jumps on the accelerator. We are green again. Trying to bring Ethan Evers with them. Evers trying to take second from Mike Chris, but Mike Chris has the fresher tires. He should be able to fight back on that outside. Mike Chris, though, gets way up high. A little higher than you would expect. They're still side by side. They go down the backstretch. Now Mike Chris does power by with those better tires. Bikey now side by side with Evers. That'll hold up Peters. Peters has the fresher tires in the 0-1. Stuck behind Bikey for the time being. Here comes the ally Chevy of Blake Giglio.
I am so sorry. I almost died.
That was Ethan Evers.
You didn't see that.
Let's see what happened to Ethan. Oh my gosh, that car was so sideways. Hangs on to it. Great job by Ethan to hang on to the race car. Just falling all the way to 13th, but didn't have to take a fast repair. As Mike Chris and those fresh tires. Oh my gosh, Blake Giglio dead sideways. Still trying to wreck that car.
That
Oh
was
my
an
goodness.
epic save, dude.
Yeah, I think that was my fault. Sorry about that, Blake.
Blake and Therio both having fantastic saves there. Let's go back and take a look at that. Contact made there. Therio down on the flat. Blake Giglio up on the banking. They're going to make contact right there. Giglio goes for a ride. Therio goes up to the wall. Giglio sideways. He's still sideways right there. That's where he saves it, right in front of his teammate. Fortunately, Hoyt's one heads up there, not running in the back of him. Goodness gracious.
Sorry about that.
Now battle for the lead. Peters
All
and
good.
Mike Chris. Peters on the high side takes the lead away. Mike Chris now second. Mike Edwards in third. And Lucas Hoytsma has gotten by Blake Giglio after letting Giglio save his race car right in front of him. And you have Peter Therio, Brandon Bikey, Justin Horton, Quinn Newton, and Jeremy Scher, your top 10.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Gallimore is on pit road repairing his race car. He's been in there for 8 minutes so
I
far.
can get help.
Currently 22nd, 15 laps down. Kelly Hyatt took a 3.5 minute repair. That car is 10 laps down. Jake Lawrence back on track 2 laps down after his damage.
You good, man?
Giglio gets by Edwards, so I'll move him up to 4th. Therio up into 5th as Edwards falling back. Has not been to pit road yet this race. Up front, Lillis Peters. Who's that in the wall? Is it Kelly Hyatt, the 33? Trying to stay out of the way of the leaders. See some right side damage to that 33 Craftsman Ford. Mark Dingman goes to the outside of Ian Montrose. Dalton Hayes in the 47 gets in there.
All good.
Everybody settles down. A little bit of contact, but everybody going in the right direction. Justin Horton takes over the 6th spot, getting by Edwards. Edwards continues to fall back. Mike Chris, Blake Giglio battling. Mike Chris again with the older tires. He'll fall back to 5th. Top 4 are all on fresh tires. Lilith Peters has a 1.4 second gap over
Sorry, Dave.
Lucas Weitzman.
All good.
Ian Montrose, heard him apologizing there. He's struggling a bit. It's been all 38 laps of this race on the same set of tires. He's starting to feel that.
I'll take the inside.
Quinn Newton, Brandon Bikey, Jeremy Scher right behind. Newton's going to get Bikey. We'll see if Scher is able to get through. Scher trying to go for Newton now. Got a good run there. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. That is the 26 and the 2.
Ethan, that's my bad.
Cody Clear, Ethan Evers. Third caution of the race comes out, and I believe we'll see pit stops here for those cars that haven't been yet. Cleaver gets to the back of the 26 going through the corner. Spins them both out as Cleaver tries to avoid further contact.
Like you were to believe.
Let's see what happens with the pit stops now. I believe we'll see Edwards in 7th. He hasn't been, and he does come down. As does Bikey. A little surprised by Bikey. You also have Mark Dingman, Dalton Hayes, Ian Montrose, Scott Elston. First set of tires going on for a number of these cars.
Look at dog going on.
Believe that's Jake Lawrence. The Magic School Bus gets one of his 2 laps back. That'll put him 1 lap down now. Oh, 1/3 through this thing. Peters leading Hoytsma, Dario, Christopher, Justin Horton, Quinn Newton, Jeremy Scher, Zach Swicegood, Daniel Llewellyn, who's now on pit road, along with Mark Dinkman. Six involved in that caution. I wonder if he's getting some damage repair here. Well, tires going on the 26 car. Fuel only for Llewellyn and Hoytsma that second time through. They were just topping off the tanks. Now Evers going to sit there and get some damage fixed. Did get a pretty solid hit to that left rear quarter panel, which is hard to show you from here. See a little bit of separation at the very back of the car, right underneath the fuel fill. See if we can get a quick chat with 01. Lilith, DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hello. Well, so far so good. You're up front here for this restart. How's it feel about a third of the way into this race?
It feels really loose and pretty sussy, but hopefully I can bring it home.
10-4. Good luck to you. Lilith Peters in the 01. Saying it feels very loose and a little sketch. Pace car is off. Now we'll wait about a half lap till we get the actual restart. Gallimore towards the back, shading down towards the inside. Gallimore 17 laps down after the 10-minute repair that car needed. Up front, Peters and Hoytsma. Here we go. Peters on the accelerator. Green flag back in the air as we start lap 44. Peters gets out in front. Hoytsma trying to stay up in front of the 48 of Giglio. Peter Therio there in fourth, watching the battle right in front of him. So Hoytsma does use that outside line. Therio right across the back bumper of the Ally Camaro. Oh my goodness, race leader Peters just hit the inside wall.
Another good start.
Take another look as the race leader hit the inside wall. Watch the 0-1. We were checking out the battle in the back. The 0-1 gets out of shape, smacks the inside wall. Drifts it up the track. Peters now back to 14th. The broadcaster curse strikes again. At some point, you guys will start paying me not to talk to you.
Sorry.
Was that Peters up against the wall again? It was. 0-1 is struggling. Swicegoody and Montrose battle. And Bikey up into the 5th spot. There's battles all over this track as the new and old tires are coming and going. Ethan Evers and Cody Cleaver both get by Jeremy Scher. Scher did not stop that time. Hoytsman is out front as Peters had their issue. Therio has been able to get by Giglio. Hoytsman and Therio lead. Giglio 3rd. Bikey 4th now. Mike Chris. 34 laps since Mike Chris has been to pit road. Everything froze for a minute. That's new. I have not had that happen before. Oh my gosh, Giglio. Ally Chevy was all over the place coming off the corner. It's going to give Bikey inside position going into 3. Giglio going to pinch down.
Oh,
Try to-
nice save. I'm so sorry, though. Oh,
Heard nice save, and then around goes Swicegood. Swicegood. Round he goes. That one looked... Contact from Ethan Evers. Gets him sideways. Swice saved it briefly, then around it went again. So close to saving that race car. Well, that brings out our 4th caution. Seems about time for Mike Chris to come back now.
48 crews going to work. Brake pedal not connected. For real?
Brake pedal exploded. Gotta get the wrenches.
There's no 48, there's only 16. Mike Chris is on pit road as we thought we would see. We're gonna watch this Ally Camaro as we're hearing rumors his brake pedal has an issue.
And there the 4018 goes to work up pit road.
And 16?
You see that crew member under the desk trying to get it fixed.
Under the desk. Just gonna hang out, watch Blake, see if he goes lap down. Where's the leader?
I think that crew needs some more training. And number 48 getting 4 fresh fuel good and a full tank of Sunoco gas and trying to
He did
fix
not.
any mechanical issues they have with that thing under the hood.
Did not get tires. There were no tires put on this car. We've been watching closely.
Right. You know,
He is gonna stay on lead lap.
have to point out on the broadcast that he's gonna get tires.
Let's go stay on lead lap.
They weren't able to solve the issue.
48 crew did not figure it out.
Still trying to figure out who number 48 is. I only see
They're gonna
16.
need our yellow.
Starting pit crew is currently on a bus ride here with a delayed flight.
Not again.
I just picked these guys up from Walmart, so.
Oh my. It's a whole different joke. We're gonna leave that one alone.
You got them from crew members R Us.
So reset it here. The top 12 stay out this time around. A mix of 25 lap and 12 lap stints on tires here throughout that top 12. Hoytsma Therio has been 25 laps since they were on pit road, along with Justin Horton, Jeremy Scheer. Everybody else was down on that last caution. Bikey, Montrose, Edwards, Evers, Hayes, Cleaver, and Dave Hoytsma and Scott Elston. Then the folks that pit this time through, Llewellyn 13th, fuel only. Tires, Mike Chris 14th, Mark Dingman 15th, Quinn Newton 16th, and Leland Peters 17th. Quite a mixed bag of strategy at this point. Makes it fun. Pace cars off, here we go. Lucas Hoytsma, Peter Therio, front row. You have to wait all the way to the end of the backstretch and into turn 3. And green flag back in the air. Hoytsma jumps on it right at the start of the restart zone. Therio tucks in second. Action is packed behind him. They go 2, 3, 4 wide. Hard to show you on this camera, but trust me, it happened. Watch the field. Coming off the corner, that is Daniel Llewellyn smacking the inside wall. Daniel gonna fall to the back of the field. See if he damaged that car too much to continue. Right, the left front took a heavy hit. Drops to the last car in the lead lap in 20th. Montrose and Pikey battling for third. Oh, Montrose gets very out of shape coming off the corner. Cleaver smacked the wall in the 2 car further back.
I don't know if I touched you there, Brandon, but sorry, I just don't.
Nope, it's fine. All good.
Hoytsma and Therio 1 and 2. Field all working onto that backstretch. Therio not letting Hoytsma get away here. Staying right in his tire tracks. Bikey rides third. And you have Montrose, Mike Edwards. Edwards may try a move here. Not quite close enough, but Montrose, the back end of that 1 car, is sliding every which way. Montrose up the hill.
Sorry, Mike.
May have been contact there, may have
Good
not
luck,
been. Got close for sure. Montrose struggling in that 1 car. 39 of Justin Horton moves up into 5th. Ethan Evers trying to take over 6th from Montrose. That Bikey looking inside there, yo. That is. Brennan Bikey trying to take over the 2nd spot. It's going to let Hoytsma scoot away a little bit. And Bikey will clear. Take over 2nd spot from Peter Therio. See if Bikey has anything for Hoytsma. Therio sliding it back into that 30 Camaro. Those of you Chevrolet fans, we got a 1-2-3 for you right now. Toyota in the 4th spot. Another Chevy 5th. First Ford back in 8th. Quinn Newton looking inside the 26, Ethan Evers. Trying to take the 6th spot away. Uh-oh. Newton will take that spot. Newton 10-lap fresher tires, so the freshest rubber is that black and yellow 88. Starting to make his way to the front of the field, make good on those fresh rubber. Mike Chris in the 70 has the same strategy going. Should see him move forward as well. Who is that smoke coming from? That is Mike Edwards and collects his teammate Ethan Evers. That is just a wreck that keeps happening as everyone piles in.
And the 48 crew going back forward.
What happens to Edwards? He gets way out of shape. It's behind Therio.
He got loose in the same spot I did earlier.
Gets on the apron and just loses it.
On my left rear panel.
Tries to save it without letting up. Gets up on the racetrack. Oh no, the overcorrect collects Montrose, Ethan Evers. Dalton Hayes gets a piece. Can't see who that is in front of Mark Dingman. Might have been Dave Hoytsma. 79 crew. I think it was the 79 team. Let's try to look on board here. Gosh, someone smacked the inside wall. That Cody Cleaver in the 2. That was well before the whole accident happened. Ugh. Let's see what happens to Dalton Hayes there. Ooh. 3 different cars all lost it on the apron there. The 39, the 14, and the 2. Oh, Dalton Hayes just plowed into the 26. That is a jarring hit. Let's watch Cleaver. If Cleaver hits that apron and gets loose, he'll smack the inside wall. Probably because of that, he avoids this wreck. And then the other was the 39,
Yeah,
Justin Horton. Let's watch Horton when he hits the apron here.
So good, Mikey. Don't worry.
Snaps loose. They're able to save it.
Absolute best to save it, it seems.
I know
And
that
just
was a proper tank.
downshifts
It
and-
was unfortunate. Don't worry about it, man. I can see you trying. Don't worry.
So 2 cars probably avoided that wreck by having the same issue the 14 had, getting loose on the apron there. Let's ride on board with him. See the car breaks loose. Tries to save it. And it just snaps back right into Montrose and Ethan Evers. Never want to see your teammate when you're backwards. Gets turned back the right direction. Yikes. See what Jake Lawrence saw through all that. As it goes to a completely different car. I just want to watch Jake Lawrence go through the wreck. That's so much to ask.
He hit him under yellow.
Doesn't want to show it. Fine. Don't need to see it then. It's possessed. That was fun. Ethan Evers crew. 26 on pit road. See who has fast repairs still. Tires going on the 26 car. Edwards still has his fast repair.
Hey, 14, I'm gonna need you to pass me.
I'm coming, I'm in 4.
Oh shit, my bad.
Top 10 still all have fast repairs. Cleaver's used his. Lawrence Peters used theirs. Hyatt's used theirs. Evers did have to use his. Dave Hoitzman's used his. Dalton Hayes has used it. A number of teams have already had to use their fast repairs. We're just past halfway.
I was clear black 17. It gives you one.
Green flag back in the air. They're quickly 3 wide behind him. Jeez, that didn't take long at all.
That is
That
a
mark.
weird looking 16, Blake.
What's up with that?
That was badass, wasn't it?
Looks like Bikey, Montrose, Swicegood, and Mike Chris stayed out this time. Everyone else came to pit road while we were watching those replays. Bikey out front, Montrose second, Swicegood third, Newton trying to hang on to fourth, but here comes Lucas Heusman.
What's that on purpose?
No, it wasn't on purpose. This car just sucks ass.
Sorry, Brian.
Jake Lawrence had an issue in the 68 car. He's on pit road now.
Man, that
Let's
was
see
like
what
a
happens.
Mike move, you know?
Oh my
Dude, I'm
gosh.
telling you, this car, once it grabs, there's no saving it.
That's what happened to the 68 coming
Yeah,
off the
I
corner.
agree.
Hoyts has made short work of those front runners. He's now out front. Bikey finds himself second ahead of Montrose. Next car on Hoytsman's strategy is the 30 of Therio, trying to make his way through the cars on older tires. 50 laps to go from Phoenix. That's Swicegood going around again into the 24. Collects Mike Chris. He backs it into the fence. I believe there's a car on the inside. May have had some help from Jeremy Scher. And contact from the 15. See if we can go
Swipe.
far chase here. Yeah, gets a little contact from the
Someone's
15.
internet just died. What happened to that guy?
Mike Chris backs into the fence. Don't know who they're talking about internet dying. Mikey comes down pit road.
Make sure you have your windshield tower turned off, Brian.
Montrose comes down pit road. Mike
0.2
Edwards.
seconds.
Daniel Llewellyn. Believe that's Peters in the 0-1. That shows Mikey is the leader. What? It's funny because the way the pit road is shaped, it'll show that he's ahead of him. Amusing. Bikey down and away. Be the first one off pit road. We'll restart 13th with those brand new tires bolted onto that 27 Camaro. Waits down on the apron because he can. Voicemail lead Spirit Therio, both of them, and Jeremy Scher all on the same strategy. About 8 laps ago, they came and got fresh tires. Quinn Newton, a bit older tires, 21 laps since he's been down pit road. Cleaver 9 laps, Horton 9, Giglio 8, Mark Dingman 9, Elston 9, Ethan Evers 7. Then the cars that pit this time by: Ian Montrose, Swicegood's on pit road again, Mike Chris, Brandon Bikey, Mike Edwards. Edwards stayed in for repairs as long as he could. Had 47 seconds repair work done to the 14. 14 got the hammers out and beat it up a little bit. Bikey topped off for fuel here. 4-second stop for him. Mike Chris 17 seconds. Think he was getting that back end fixed as he made contact with the outside wall after contact with the 24. Swice, he got a few spots hit. He's going to get some damage repair. It's like the 01 Lilith Peters getting lengthy repairs to the 01 car. Already shown 1 lap down. Been on pit road for a minute and 45 already.
Daniel.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Daniel.
Lights out on that pace car. We're getting ready to go back racing. Be the start of lap 75. We hit the start finish. There goes the pace car. Here we go. Always get excited, then I forget we have to go the whole backstretch. Oh, Phoenix.
I'm hurt as shit, so pass high, guys. Or either that, I can go high, it don't matter.
Something about somebody's high. Lucas Heusman gets us restarted. Peter Therio in second. Quinn Newton trying to jump to the outside of Jeremy Sherrod and take over third. Believe he's going to get it done here. Sherrod rides fourth. Giglio all the way down on the flat part of the racetrack. Now he comes off the corner side by side with Cleaver. Cleaver smacks the outside wall. A little further back, you see Mike Edwards inside the 85. Scott Elston, that's for the 11th position. Toyota's doing battle there. You got the 26 in there as well. Here comes Mike Chris, fresh off that accident. He's up into 12th now. Gets by Elston. Now you got the cave cars battling one another. Very close between the two teammates, but they keep it off one another. Battling for the last spot in the top 10. Get it there. Yo, going for the lead here. Oh no, Jeremy Sherrod in the background. Is he going to hang on to it? He sort of is, kind of is, still is. Not gonna. Nope. Wow. Jeremy Sherrod scared the crap out of some cars, but able to keep it off the wall. I think that was Mike Edwards, maybe, in the 14 that he may have just made crap his pants. My goodness, that was scary. Edwards now up into the 8th spot. There you go. Still behind Heusman. See if you can get underneath him coming off the corner here. Looks like he was entering higher to try and drive it off straight. Didn't quite get that advantage he was looking for. Both ends of the track. There you go. A bit higher than Heusman. You ought to get a good run here. That was a nice exit. There you go. Gets alongside him. Gets the nose in there. Heusman not able to get to the bottom. Heusman keeps that momentum up in that second line. I think, yeah, there you go. It's going to get loose coming off the corner there. He'll hang on to the race lead. Definitely making Heusman work for it, though. Heusman is so good at this track and in these cars, so the combination probably very fit for him. Behind this, you see Giglio working over teammate Quinn Newton. Move the Ally Camaro up into the 3rd spot as there's contact between the 2 and the 88. Cody Cleaver bouncing it off Quinn Newton. Door-to-door contact, nobody getting turned, so that's good. Justin Horton closing in the back of this picture. The Budweiser Ford getting a little racy. Looks like Montro's going to get by Newton here. Montro's up to 5th. Montrose now closing in on teammate Cody Cleaver. There you go, right on the back bumper of Huisman, not letting him get away. Just stalking him. Montrose get by his teammate there. Move him up into the 4th spot. Working lap 82 of 120. Final third of the race. And Theriot and Huisma just in lockstep at this point. Theriot may have brushed a wall on corner entry there. Right up to the back bumper of Huisma. This is good racing. See if we have any battles on track. There's this handful of cars. Newton, Horton, Edwards, and Evers. Horton now looks to the inside of Quinn Newton. This will be for the 6th position. Looks like Horton's going to get it done. Now Edwards is going to try to take over 7th. Edwards has Ethan Evers pushing him. Ethan Evers really wishing Edwards would get going because he is all over the back of him. Evers now going to go to the outside of Edwards. See if he can't drive around and then go after Quinn Newton as the teammates battle right behind him. Settle down there for now. Let's go back up front. There he is, falling back quite a ways from Huisma. Almost a full second now. Blake Giglio rides in 3rd. There he must have had a bobble last lap, lost about 0.6 of a second. Montrose rides in 4th, Cleaver's 5th. Jake Lawrence hits pit road. Well, that was several laps ago, sorry. My ticker just now showed it. Makes no sense. Teammates still battle. Edwards now up the track. Evers on the inside. Looks like Evers finally going to get by Edwards. Evers up to the 8th spot. Edwards down to 9th. Edwards going to try the crossover here. Not quite able to get there. It's Mike Chris, Brandon Bikey. Mike Chris just getting by for the 10th position. Bikey is 11th, Daniel Wallen 12th, Mark Dingman 13th, Jeremy Scherer 14th, Scott Elston 15th. This Bikey gets by Mike Chris. Bikey into the top 10. Bikey came for fuel only on the last stop. Mike Chris took tires, so a bit interesting that Mikey is able to get up there. Mike Chris out of shape there. Was that Dalton Hayes that just smacked the wall? It was the 47 car up against the fence. I wasn't wrong. Jake Lawrence was on pit road. It's just he's 20 laps down, so it says it was on a different lap than what I was reading on the scoreboard. Huisma now a 1.5 second lead. Theriot in 2nd, excuse me. Giglio in 3rd. So 33 of Hyatt gets up and out of the way. Hyatt 9 laps down now in that Craftsman car. Gonna struggle for the 33. Still out there soldiering on. Dalton Hayes hits pit road after smacking the fence. 29 to go for Lucas Heusman. Dario Giglio. Montrose Cleaver, top 5. Then the Budweiser Ford of Justin Horton. Quinn Newton in 7th. Ethan Evers 8th. Mike Edwards 9th. And here comes Brandon Bikey in 10th. He's caught this pack. Bikey now right on the back bumper of Edwards, trying to take over the 9th spot. Backs up the corner. Edwards up the track. A little aggressive on corner entry. Gives up the bottom. Bikey is going to get by Edwards and set sail after Ethan Evers. Gets to the inside of the 26. He'll get them both. Now the teammates are side by side for the 9th position. I think they're just enjoying racing one another at this point. Oh, very close there. Edwards and Evers. Horton, Cleaver, that's the battle for the 5th spot. Horton way down on the flats, going to get it away from Cleaver. Horton up into the top 5, strong run for the 39 team. Montrose will be the next one in the sights of the 39. Giglio is starting to catch the 30 of Dario. Back in, stepping out on that Ally Camaro. Weisman now 2 seconds up on Dario. Waits all by himself. The lap machine up ahead. Ride along with Lucas Heusman for a couple laps here. Uh-oh, Cody Cleaver. Cody Cleaver's around in the 2 car. He's down off the racing surface, so the yellow hasn't come out yet. Looks like he's going to limp it around the right front, broken on that car. He'll keep it out of harm's way and onto pit road, but the 2 of Cleaver, looks like, yeah. Taking that dog leg has been really brutal on these cars. Most of the time they'll do fine, then just sometimes they will crash out just like that. Hello, Christian. Peters wrecked out leading. Peters was leading and wrecked out. So Cleaver bringing that damaged race car to pit road. Tough break for Cleaver. Overshot the box a little bit. Here's Weisman just behind Peters. Peters about to be 2 laps down.
I saved it, we're good. Oh, they're wrecking again.
Oh my gosh, Dalton Hayes up against the fence.
Holy crap.
39's going slow. Let's.
I cannot believe it.
There's the 30. You would think they would stop using the dog leg after a while, because it's every time it's been this dog leg going on the banking, going down the banking onto the flat apron. It's caused almost every single one of these half spins and full spins. While that was going on, Dalton Hayes up and into the fence right in front of Justin Horton. Oh my gosh, the right front just giving out on Hayes. He'll go up and into the fence. Horton smacks the inside wall. Horton was up into the top 3, I believe, at that point.
Montrose spun on the apron, oh my god!
Montrose wrecking on the apron. Horton goes back by as Horton was wrecking on the apron. When will these guys learn don't go on the flat? Every driver keeps wrecking, going on the apron here. There goes Montrose around. Right behind him, the 39 was wrecking on the apron.
I think my tires are done after those two. I did that twice.
Montrose still in 6th. Dalton Hayes on the pit road once again in the 47 team. Cody Cleaver still taking repairs there in the 2. Hoytsma having no problem. He takes the flat, but only just a little bit. Not very aggressive, and he's very straight with the wheel when he hits it. Seems everyone else is turning when they hit it, and it sends the car around. It's right on board with Hoytsma. Goes down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Here's start finish. Now watch. He's very straight with the wheel when he gets on that flat. I got you, Murray. Cheers, bud. It feels like everyone else is turning the wheel a lot more than Hoytsma when they hit the flat, and it's sending them around. Fortunately, we stayed green through all that for Hoytsma. At least, fortunate. Teammate Giglio rides in 2nd. As Peters up against the wall again in the 0-1. Giglio brushing the wall there. Team's had issues with the brakes today. Said his brake pedal's been hit or miss, but finds himself in 2nd, so that's rather impressive. Brandon Bikey finds himself 3rd. Where else? Justin Horton, after all that sliding and drama in the 39, still finds himself in 4th. Dario is 5th. Quinn Newton 6th. Mike Edwards 7th. Ian Montrose 8th. Mike Chris 9th. And there is 26 of Ethan Evers trying to stay ahead of Daniel Llewellyn for the last spot in the top 10. Quinn Newton 56 laps since he's been to pit road, so if anyone is going to have issues making it, be the 88 car to watch. There is 2nd and 3rd. The battle is starting to heat up. Bikey closing in on Giglio.
Thank goodness!
Swicegood goes around and the caution is out. Let's watch the 24. Looks like he got on the apron a little bit. You know, de-wedged the car right when he accelerated, and it comes around going through turn number 2. Swicegood's going to bring out the caution, and we go. This is going to be interesting. I believe everyone's going to want tires after 40 laps. Hoytsma definitely did not want to see that, as his nearly 6-second lead is gone. Here he comes to pit road. I believe we'll see everybody on the lead lap come down. Will they take 2? Will they take 4? Somebody towards the back might take 2 and try to gamble. So all 14 lead lap machines on pit road with 11 to go. Oh man, Blake Giglio missed his box by a little bit. He had to back up. I should make sure Hoytsma gets off pit road first. It's 4 tires for Lucas Hoytsma. He'll be down and out first. Blake Giglio 4 tires. Brandon Bikey 4. Everybody 4. Looking down this timing sheet, everybody took 4 tires. No gamblers today. Everyone going with the 4 tires. All right, 10 to go from Phoenix. Things are about to get interesting. Spice Goods is staying out, I believe, to take a waiver round, go from 2 laps down to 1 lap down for the 24 team. Lap down machines pitting this time around. The 01 Lilith Peters taking to pit road. Shout out Daniel Wallen, still in the lead lap. Good race for Daniel so far. Alright, who's going to push it too hard and try to go in the flat and lose it again? It seems to be the name of the game today. Guy's just pushing really hard with the wheel. Maybe a little bit
I'm
too
sorry,
much.
Man, I was looking at my black box, sorry.
Oh, you go.
Not sure it's just scare Quinn Newton under caution. Just a tiny little contact. Montro's reading his instruments instead of watching out the windshield there. Fascinating race so far. Cody Cleaver's team still repairing that car. Been 8.5 minutes on pit road. A few laps from now, they'll actually drop down a couple spots in running order because Gallimore and Lawrence are still running. Hoytsma has chosen bottom. Giglio restart up top. Hoytsma's 5-second lead is gone. Now we'll see if anyone can do anything with him in a short run on fresh tires. Field enters the restart zone, and there goes Hoytsma. Jumps on the accelerator right at the beginning of it. Giglio trying to keep up. Everyone drops down on the flat. You can usually get away with it on the first lap because the cars are a little bit lower speed. It's that second lap where it becomes an issue. Everyone starts jumping sideways. Dario and Bikey battle for 3rd. Edwards right there in 5th. Horton 6th. Still single file up front, so we watch this battle for 3rd. Dario and Edwards. Looks like everyone was much more aware of getting onto the flat that time. It's a top 5 single file. Battle for 6th, Quinn Newton, Justin Horton. Horton trying to clear himself. Drives it down low, but it's going to push him up on corner, middle corner. Able to hang on to the spot. Top 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, all single file now. Dario trying to get Bikey here once again, gets to the inside. 5 laps to go from Phoenix. Giglio catch up to his teammate. Try to send a move here. Oh, Giglio's out of shape in the 48. He's going to lose it. Smack the inside wall. Comes back up the track. He alt F4 so he doesn't take anybody out. We stay green. Giglio giving up the spot. Giglio will finish 16th tonight. Dario battling hard with the 27. Oh my gosh, we're going to get 3 wide here. Edwards trying to get to the inside of Dario, not quite there. All this happening a second and a half behind Lucas Hoytsma, who gets across the line for 2 to go. As we go out of turn 4. Trust me, Hoytsma's up there. Watch the battle for second, third, and fourth. Kind of settled in here. Hoytsma gets the white flag as he crosses the stripe. Doesn't look like anybody's going to touch him. Hoytsma out of 1 and 2 and down the backstretch for the final time. Looked like Dario may have just tagged the wall a little bit. Hoytsma rolls 3 and 4. Lucas Hoytsma going to get himself another win in Sidewinder. Bikey will get the second position. Dario third. Edwards fourth. Quinn Newton a top 5.
Yep, good win, Lucas. Great
Ian
race there.
Montrose,
Yeah, man.
Mike Chris, Justin Horton, Jeremy Scherer, and Ethan
Thanks, guys.
Evers, your
Good
top 10. Doesn't want to show Lucas now. There he is. Get some congratulations from everybody. Get the top 3 to the interview room. Dario, Bikey, and Hoytsma. Please and thank you. Just because it's Lucas, I'm pulling him up. Lucas, DG, unmute me.
Yo,
Yo. Well, sir, you got the victory tonight in Phoenix, and looked like Blake was going to give you a little bit of a challenge, but then he decided to alt F4 his way out of here.
yeah, he got loose in the dog leg like so many people did tonight, and then all of a sudden I had a 2-second gap behind me, so it was just cruising from there. But yeah, that short run at the end really scared me. Didn't know what everybody had, but I was able to use that track position and use that dirty air and stay up front.
It seemed like everybody got loose at least once through that dog leg except you. Was the secret to make the wheel as straight as possible before you hit it?
Absolutely. If you made any sort of sudden movement, you can kiss any hope you had goodbye. Keep that straight through there. You had to be so easy. That was probably the most technical part of the track. Was just getting through the dog leg. It's kind of stupid, but it made it a little interesting.
It was entertaining from my standpoint. I was like, when are they going to learn not to turn the wheel through there?
Yeah, for a little bit in the race there, it was like you could call out when a caution was going to happen. It was about 12 laps into a run. Somebody would get the tires hot and get loose in the dog leg, and here we go, another short run.
Well, we had a few good long runs in there. No green flag pit stops, but it was still an entertaining race. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you did as well. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout outs tonight.
Oh, just big shout out to Nitro Pepsi, Daniel, for hitting my bumper. Oh boy. All right. Shout out to Labor 12, CTC, Low Drag, and my performance. Everybody who puts this league on. Some great racing tonight, and you for doing the broadcast.
Perfect. Well, congrats on another victory tonight. I mean, does it get boring ever, or do you enjoy it every single time?
This was a workout, man. I never got bored.
All right, bud. Congrats on the victory. We'll see you in the next race. We appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, man. See ya.
Lucas getting the victory tonight. Let's go grab the 27 of Brandon Bikey. Bikey, DG in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, DG.
Well, sir, you brought it home second. What did you maybe need to try to get up there and challenge Lucas a little bit?
More skill. He's better than me at Phoenix for sure. I was not the fastest car, but I'm very happy with the second place finish, and that was fun.
Are you excited that it's not third?
Always. I'm trying not to finish third this year.
Would you rather finish fourth than third?
At this point, yeah, I think so. We're gonna go for the one though.
That's awesome. All right, bud, go ahead and hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs tonight.
Yep, I want to thank my sponsors, TWRS, Team Watson Racing Setups. They're amazing, great group of guys, and they will get your iRating up to where you wouldn't even think possible. So if you are wanting to race open races, which are so fun, go to teamwatsonracing.com and get some setups. They're amazing. And then I want to thank my family, my dad, my mom is here watching. Lindsay, my wife, supports me every race, so just want to thank them. And my team, Cool Runnings Motorsports, we have a great crew. Paul had a little bit of an unlucky night, but Paul Gallimore, Mark Damon, those guys are just amazing. So I want to thank them. And then my other team, Dark Tempest, that I run with as well in open setups.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Get on up as NASCAR time, baby.
Perfect. All right, Mike, congrats on the strong run tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, DG. Thanks so much for what you do, and Ethan Evers as well for putting on this league.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Brandon Bikey bringing it home in P2. Now we go get Peter Theriot in the 30 machine, bringing it home third tonight. Peter, what did you need to go up there and battle Lucas? Looked like you were right on his bumper for a few of the runs. Just what did you maybe need to get by him?
I needed to be better on the long run before that caution came out. Had a lot of league races here this week, and it's always each one. And my downside had been the long run. It was really loose there late, just kind of burned my stuff up. But man, I mean, he's really good here, and pretty much everywhere we go. So I knew it was gonna be difficult, but yeah, I think that long run before the caution is what really made it so I couldn't get up there.
Well, it was really entertaining watching you guys try to battle it out. We appreciate you being here. You go ahead and hit me with your friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs tonight.
Yeah, first thing I want to say, congrats to Lucas, and also thanks to Bikey for racing me so clean there. We had a really good battle there at the end. I gotta thank Team the Bean Team, my teammates Lilith and Justin. I gotta thank you for broadcasting this. I had it on while I was racing, listening to it, and I also watch it back after the race. And I always love doing that. And gotta thank Ethan Evers for running the league here and all the admins over in SRL. And yeah, my very clean race tonight, so I got to thank fellow drivers out there for having a pretty clean race.
Very good, very good. Congrats on your third place finish. We'll see you in the next race. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
That is Peter Theriot bringing it home in third tonight. That is our top 3 interviews. Let's go ahead and hit our final rundown here tonight. We have, of course, Hoytsma in victory lane. Brandon Bikey, Peter Theriot on the podium. Mike Edwards, Quinn Newton picking up top 5s. Ian Montrose, Mike Chris, Justin Horton, Jeremy Scherer, and Ethan Evers all picking up top 10s. Head on over to page number dos. We have Mark Dingman, Scott Elston, Daniel Wallen, Lilith Peters, Zach Swicegood, Blake Giglio, Kelly Hyatt, Cody Cleaver, Paul Gallimore, and Jake Lawrence, your top 20. Rough night for a number of those drivers, having multiple incidents and going several laps down, but sticking with it. We appreciate them. Then Dalton Hayes, J.R. Deal, and Dave Hoytsma all also incurring incidents and ending up many laps down after repairs. Rough night. This track was very difficult. Drivers were definitely challenged, but it was a very good, very entertaining battle up towards the front. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. We have to say thanks to our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing, fwscreen.com, helping us put on the broadcast for both our Xfinity and Cup Series races. We appreciate everything the folks at Fort Worth Screen Printing do for us, and John Garrett, the ARCA driver, full-time ARCA driver this season. So if you have a chance to catch some ARCA races, check them out over on Fox Sports. Thank you so much for watching our race tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow with the CaveRP.com Truck Series. That league is always a good time, so come check it out tomorrow night on, CaveRP.com Truck Series. If you want to join our racing or check out anything about our series, head on over to dgsracing.com. Spent a lot of time updating that today. So click on the big red snake if you want to join our Discord, where you can sign up to run any one of our 9 different leagues. We have a racing every single night and 3 races on Tuesday because we're crazy and like to do a triple header like that. Come on, check it out, dgsracing.com. Thank you guys so much for being part of our community. We love you. We'd love to have you. Come be a part of it, dgsracing.com. Thank you so much. Once again, this is it from Phoenix for the DG Broadcasting Network. This has been DG Swish up in the booth. Have a wonderful, delightful rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow night in the Truck Series. Bye-bye.